Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Cities Skylines, where we are still having this whole roundabout issue. Yeah, I have been looking around at the Steam Workshop for the last day or two, and well, yeah, there are ways to fixing this, obviously. People have been, people far cleverer than me have been working on that sort of stuff for years at this point, actually. It's been 2 years since Skylines emerged, hasn't it? At any rate, yeah, so there's no way to fix this. There's no way to get the roundabouts to behave properly without using mods. At the very least, not if I want to preserve tram lines, because tram lines require this road type, and we could potentially get a roundabout working if we used highways. Potentially, but we would still suffer the whole yielding thing, I think. I'm not entirely sure if the highways follow a different yields rule set. Yeah, they actually do, don't they? Because the on-ramps. So they would probably work, but then we'd have to give up trams. Of course, if we're gonna go with mods instead, that means giving up achievements, and that's kind of why I was playing this, but I suppose I can always get the achievements some other time. I do want to get all these roundabouts working, so I've gone to install the mod. That's a first for me, at least in Skylines. I generally avoid mods because I don't always know what the heck they do, and well, I generally prefer to showcase the game as it is instead of what it can be, so to speak. So yeah, we've installed the mod. This is the, I believe it was the Traffic Manager plus improved AI, Traffic AI mod by Fadster. I think that was the one I picked. I have no idea what else it does, but I noticed it does one thing that I wanted, and that's the priority signs. So basically we go into the intersection, hopefully. There we go, now we get 3 little squares on the intersection there. So we're gonna have a yield sign on those, and a priority road there. So basically this means that this circle is gonna be priority traffic, and traffic coming in there will yield. I'll use the same one for all the other sides. Could use a stop sign too, but that's not what I want. I don't want them to stop, but I do want them to yield. So there we go. The basic priority signs on this. I don't know how the mod's gonna react if I disable the mod at a later time. I'm not sure how this will affect the game. If anything, it should only... I suppose it wouldn't. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. At any rate, yeah. So that's all I'm going to be doing from these mods. I'm sure there are lots of fancy things these things do that I don't really understand, like this whole setup. I'm hoping this is the game's default setting. I have no idea. But I'm not going to touch any of that. I'm just going to use the yield signs. That's going to clear up the roundabouts we have. Oh, and yeah, I should probably reactivate the music there. Back on relaxation station. But yeah, this should work. Of course, this only applies to this one roundabout. I have to do the same thing for every single roundabout in the city to get them behaving properly, but
it's finally here.
I'll deal with them one at a time. We'll start with the troublesome one and we'll see where we go from there. But at least now this has been reconfigured. So, let's see how this actually works now.
Only be distributed at the end of your visit. That way you can enjoy it wherever you want.
Should
in a park, at home, or on a construction site. In the meantime, you'll have all the fun that bowling can provide.
Hoping.
So come on back and be reminded that you're not actually that good at bowling. Andy's Bowling Alley.
This is the relaxation station.
Okay, there we go.
Coming up is a little track I heard in Ibiza.
Because now you'll yield for traffic, like there.
I've never been there, but there's a live feed from Ibiza.
Yield again. So hopefully this will start smoothing out the traffic here. Rather than yielding for traffic going into the roundabout, they're going to yield for traffic inside the roundabout, which is what they normally do. And that's what the road signs are set up should indicate, I hope. So we'll give it a bit of time, but already it's flowing a lot smoother. And we haven't had a deadlock yet, which we shouldn't get at all, because traffic inside should just be allowed to go wherever it wants. It's traffic going into the roundabout that has to stop, which it does. Of course, again, it only applies to this roundabout, but I just want to make sure that it actually does what I hope it does. Which it seems to do. And there's a bit of an override here. That car ran under the tram there. Well, that isn't exactly nice, but oh well. Also this, it looks much better now. Still have the problem with these crosswalks, but oh well, can't have everything. So yeah, that works. So if I see a roundabout that's congested, I'll use the traffic tool, I suppose. Or maybe I'll go through every single roundabout at some point between episode and update them. But yeah, I just assume that these tools are probably so advanced that the Colossal Horror will not add them to the base game. That's my guess anyway. And that begs the question, would they be interested in making a separate structure? As in, well, not roads are probably a bad example because these are flexible things. But if we had a prefab structure, not this one, this is basically consists of road types, right? But if there was something like this, let's see if we can find the darn curvature thing. There we go. I need a road set first. There we go. So now I need a curvature road. Just want to get a small roundabout going here. Or small circle rather. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a basic one-way circle, right? All they really have to do is create a prefab structure like this of all two-lane or one-way road types. That would be these, obviously, and there would be a... I suppose there isn't one for avenues. And there is one for these, though I'm not sure you'd use those for roundabouts. And of course you'd have to use it for highways possibly, and at least these tiny ones. Maybe in different sizes, I don't know. But yeah, basically a structure that had... Oh, yeah, this is gonna get ugly, but that's... I don't care. If they basically prefab these circles. Circles where the yield rules are reversed. Basically that you're always gonna yield for traffic inside this circle. So that all the roads you touch, regardless of what types of road or whatever they are, they'll have to yield for this specific structure. And that's something they can do. I mean, they do have actual buildings that modify how traffic behaves in different ways. The bus station, for example, or the tram depot, they modify how vehicles drive, and so that's actually a feasible thing. So they could make a ploppable intersection, so to speak, a ploppable roundabout. I think that's the only way they'll get roundabouts that actually work in this game, because again, these tools will do exactly the same thing. But I don't know if they would add this simple priority sign system. I kind of assume they won't add that to the base game. But they could add a basic circle for roundabouts, basically, where the rules are different. And of course, if they do that, they can always change how the specific roundabout structure works in relation to building adjacencies. The roundabout wouldn't have any. The roundabout might have some decoration inside. It would basically be a whole structure that is a circle that you attach to wherever, however you want. I think that's probably the most plausible thing I can expect in the base game, if anything. Still, wishful thinking, I suppose. Yeah, so we got one roundabout working properly. Then we have this, which is not working properly, so there is traffic here, so let's do the same thing we did earlier. And priority signs. So priority on you and yield on you. It seems to be smart enough to understand what you want here too. Since it doesn't default me to the priority sign here. Everywhere I see traffic, I'm gonna do this. And that means these actually behave as roundabouts, which is what we've been after. So I won't be getting achievements, ah well, but I will be getting functional roundabouts, I hope. I hoped. Oh dear. Never mind, what happened here? Okay, you started yielding to one another. How did you do that work? Grr. For a second there was a deadlock. What went wrong? And what are you waiting for? What are you yielding for? You're yielding for this car. This car snuck in, which it shouldn't have done, but okay. Or I'm misunderstanding how this yield sign works. Maybe I do misunderstand this then. Let's see now. Yeah, maybe I did misunderstand how this darn thing works. This is priority, right? So you'll be yielding for this. Do I need to have a yield sign there? Maybe I misunderstood how this works. Let's try to fix things here a bit. I want to see how it reacts now if I do this. What will you be yielding for? That's that's what I want to see. And this is why I don't like mods, because it takes forever for me to understand how the heck they actually work. And sadly I didn't find any documentation on the darn mod. That kind of irks me. Actually need a deadlock situation to figure out exactly what they're yielding to. Okay, you're stopped. Why? Are you waiting for pedestrians? Or are you yielding for this car? You're yielding for this car. Okay. You didn't yield at all. You... Oh. Huh. Maybe it actually doesn't matter. Because this is traffic from this direction, right? There won't ever be any. Let's look at a normal, just a flat intersection. I'm curious now. And at first you don't understand. Try again. Let's see. So if I have a regular T intersection and I use this priority tool, what do I actually see? I want to add priority signs here. That would make a priority road going this direction. Well, you'll be yielding for traffic from both of these directions. So let me assume if I wanted like a highway that actually went there and at a curved road, a side road, this is the configuration I'd use, right? Because then both of these will have right of way, whereas this one would always be yielding for both of those. But if this was a one-way street, Like so. And we add priority signs here. Yeah, they changed obviously, but... And there would never actually come any traffic in this direction. Right. Okay, how did this work with these circles then? These smaller roundabouts. Again, I'm new to the mod, so I'm trying to figure out how the heck it works. What if I don't have any sign whatsoever there? Okay, and back to the troublesome roundabout. Let me just remove the sign there entirely. Right, this is yellow. Shouldn't matter, shouldn't it? Because there will never be any traffic coming this way. Yeah. I had to remove crosswalk. Can I remove crosswalks there? No. There. Oh, okay. So you can't do it on these narrow, small paths, but on larger chunks of road. Boo! I would love to get rid of this mess inside here. A roundabout should not have 8 crosswalks. Well, at any rate, the traffic seems to be smooth, flowing a lot smoother. I wish I knew exactly why they stopped, but they seem to be stopping because of pedestrians now, which is ridiculously annoying. But still, we're getting through. Probably should fix these two then. What happens if I do that? I wonder if I'll see. Did anyone stop? Dead stop. Probably not, because the traffic is coming from here, right? Let's see. Oh, yeah, the priority, that won't matter. This is priority, right? This would matter. It's priority, that won't matter. If I instead put a stop sign here, you'll never go anywhere. I suppose, let's see, and if I have a yield sign there, right away there, I just want to see. That's the default behavior, right? Isn't it? As far as I understand, this is how the game normally operates, right? Roads from the right have right away.
Last year, Horse Economy 3
except of course there's no traffic here to actually test this.
The industry by storm. Now the hit Equine Economic Simulator has a new expansion that delves into the cutthroat world of real estate. Horse Economy 3, stable markets. Can you work your way from lowly horse to be the head of a major real estate empire? Can you spin your holdings into $1 billion conglomerate? Can you work your way under the fence and out of your pen and onto your life as a property mogul? Spreadsheets have never been hotter. Pre-order now and get a free horse hat. Horse Economy 3.
I think it works the way I want it to. I hope. I hope.
Coffee. Fuel of the
and if I see a deadlocked roundabout, I'll go in and do this reversion, like here. Oh my.
At Burn Bean Coffee, our environment is perfect for all of your work needs. There's no better place to be distracted than the Burn Bean Coffee Shop and Cafe. Our coffee.
I'm gonna assume that this is the default behavior. I just want to see.
coffees and sugary coffee
It's completely different than what I want, but
all while generally making more noise than anyone could reasonably ignore. So drink up and let the productivity flow. Sippy sip coffee fans. Burn bean coffee. Get it while it's hot.
right, this should just propagate the problem. I just want to see that you're now waiting for this traffic, you're waiting for this traffic. Everything's deadlocked. Right? Yeah, that seems to be the default behavior, so now I'll change it so that this yields. And this is priority traffic. This is at least... this is how I think of how Roundabout works, but I don't know if this is how the mod works. That's my misunderstanding here. And that's why I usually don't use mods, because I need to know exactly what these tools do, and I think that's how they work. That's my guess. So let's see. And I don't know how long it'll take before it actually catches on. Probably has to remove at least one car, so this will resolve itself. We'll see. And then a few cars disappear. It should change behavior. It might actually not change behavior on the cars that are already on the road. But if it does, it'll slowly undo this whole mess. And have cars drive over each other, which is kind of bad, but I don't know if this is... I actually don't know if that's basic Skylines or if it's something to do with the mod. Do not know. But it certainly seems to unclog itself a bit. It doesn't constantly deadlock anymore, so I think we're on the right track here. Oh, there's a deadlock. Okay, let's have a look-see now. You are supposed to go right ahead, so that's why you're waiting there, because this car hasn't gone any yet. And I suppose you can't cross this section until that section of the road is clear. You're stuck because you can't cross because of this truck. Same thing there. And you can't because of these. You can't cross because of that. Yeah, I think this is a deadlock situation. So, even with the changed rules, we'll still have a deadlock occasionally. At least you are yielding. Running ahead. Except there. What happened there? Why did you drive out when the train stopped? Tram stopped? I think that has to do with the crosswalk. I'm almost certain it has to do with the crosswalk. That begs the question, do I really need to construct roundabouts that are exclusively highways in order to make traffic flow fairly well? I mean, if I build a... ah, darn it. Something like this, 1, 2... Oh. Oh yeah, highways are a bit peculiar, aren't they? Wider than normal. And all that fun stuff. No extra grid. Arg, I hate not having a grid to build on. I'm just trying to build a circle here, come on! Be nice to me, game. Be nice to me! How long do I have to go this there? You're gonna do the same bullshit here, aren't you? Yeah. Grrr! Oh, give me a grid with buffalo roads. Come on, there we go. Okay. A roundabout like this will have no crosswalks. It will be larger. And obviously not that we won't have any tram tracks. So, not ideal. Let's see if we can find a large 6x6 intersection somewhere. Must have one of those. There we do. So, can I upgrade these into highways? Probably not, no. But my thought is that this is the only way I can avoid crosswalks unless I make it a single file. And if I make it a single file, that's gonna be very, very cramped. Of course, it won't work on the roundabouts with the trams, which is pretty much where we have these issues. Urgh. Rumble. Still, if I can avoid the deadlock, I'll be somewhat contented. It really irks me that I don't have an actual roundabout structure. I don't like people parking right next door, parking inside the roundabout, for example. And trams do not like roundabouts, let's put it like that. I'd have to create separate tram sections that would cross from here down there, which would defy the whole purpose of having a city with nothing but roundabouts. This is the one I fixed on initially, wasn't it? Grr! I'm misunderstanding this. Well, I thought I understood this right, but maybe I'm wrong. Because now you're deadlock again. And it won't unlock until one of you disappears. And I can't make one-ways out of avenues, which is the only other road type that has a tram signal. I'd have to create separate byroads for trams that go in completely different directions. What if I'm gonna supposed to? Grr. I thought this would fix it, but apparently I'm wrong. Because there's definitely someone waiting for something there. Someone waiting for someone else. What the heck? Oh, is this a straightaway section for the trams? I thought they went... No, they're going there. So why did that tram go that way? Huh. It's totally driving you mad, this. Yeah, trams and roundabouts don't seem to mix well. And given that since tram tracks only exist on these, I can't really go for another road type either. This is the only road type that allows a tram to pass around the in a circle. So yeah, let's see, I could create these separate tram tracks, but again that would create a second byroad, which would create an intersection, which is not what we want at all. And I can't tell it to just go across the roundabout in any way, because there isn't enough room. It wouldn't matter anyway because it's a corner. actually... Could that work? I need to find an open space area to play around here. Like, where do these tramlines go again? I just want to see, where do the lines go? They go past this, for example. This one down here. Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna experiment a bit here. But I'm gonna do that next time. I wonder if I have a small idea that might work, but I need to test it, so we'll see. For now though, time for a break. Thank you for watching.